What's up, everybody? This is the Red Line Radio. This is the playlist where we talk about all the Vice Admirals. Who are the Admirals? Who are we? That's Kev. I'm Corey. If you like One Piece, if you are interested in any of the Marines, we got bios on them. We got bios on other Admirals. We got bios on the Sword members. We got bios on the Blackbeard Pirates. Because who's to say they don't work with the Marines? Either way, that's a theory for another video. This video, we're talking about Red King.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, that's Kev. I'm Corey. Kev, what are we talking about?
Red King is fairly new to us here in One Piece. He was just introduced with the 9 Vice Admirals at the Egghead incident, but he does have a pretty unique character design. He's a tall, tan-skinned, bald-headed man with a large mouth, and so you see him in our background. He has multiple chins. How did he get those? Is it just by eating? I doubt it. Really gives me some vibes like he had a long neck, but then somebody like hockey punched him down and it just kind of clunked together. But he does have the Marine tattooed on his back, on the back of the neck, as well as has a fighting gauntlet with the word red written right across it. Gave me some Red Hawk vibes, actually.
I can see
What
that.
are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts. When I saw the Red King jump out with the other Vice Admirals, that's when this was the character, maybe Bluegrass, where I was like, oh, these are just the leaders of the different divisions of revolutionaries. From when we saw them storm Maurice, while we saw these crazy looking characters, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
sufficient power. These are the Morleys, the other ones, Karasu, and the other ones. You know what I'm saying? That's who these
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
These are the people who are forgettable in the manga, but we're trying to make prominent at least a little bit in the anime, and I think they do. When I saw him take out one of these sea beasts with his what we now found out is called Steam Knuckle, um, I was impressed. I was like, this is what I expect from Vice Admirals.
Agreed.
Show up, get the business done, instruct your teammates.
Agree. And we don't. And again, we don't have a lot of backstory for these a few of these admirals, but it really does go to show that we do know that admirals get added all the time via the draft that we've recently found out because of a couple of the actual admirals were recently drafted from this. And so we don't know if he could be a new ad because we're losing so many admirals due to Buggy's bounties, or Luffy's just knocking them around so much they go into retirement. Who really knows? But it does show that he is able to do airwalk. He has hockey. He has one shot capabilities on fodder people on the battlegrounds. I think you're right. I think over time we will see him to be somebody with decent battles. I don't know if he's going to be fighting anybody with a straw hat, but
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna fight a straw hat specifically.
mhm.
I think, well, even here it says red right here. Red King is defeated by Frankie. So, you know, during
Sorry, I
all,
meant toward the end.
yeah,
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
but yeah, that's what I mean too. Like, it's like Red
Yeah.
King is defeated by Frankie, like early on in their first like appearance, and like Frankie kind of just knocks him around. So
Mhm.
I do think he does have sufficient battle IQ. Obviously, he got to a level of Marines that isn't exactly something you can look away. You know what I mean? You can't just ignore it. So I'm thinking he's got to fight somebody on the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Maybe he's going to be one of these Marines that we say are going to turn side at the end and be like the new leaders of the world kind of thing. Maybe he's going to be following in that. We haven't seen enough personality as of yet. Um, but he was complicit and he was defending Saturn even when he turned to a demon monster. So
I mean, you're not wrong there. And at the end of the day, it really does come down to you are right. Like he does. I think in the we haven't seen this animated, but it appears in the manga that he gets one shot, but he could very well come over to our side at the end. But at the end of the day, like, he could be very powerful. We've seen here recently where good people get Domi reversing. We may see Admiral's Domi reversing
I hadn't even thought
at
about
the
that.
end to, yeah, to get that extra oomph in the end battle. And with this character design, I doubt that this motherfucker getting off the battlefield quickly. He
What?
got some drip. Got
He
purple and
does.
pink tux.
He
He got a purple
does.
and pink
He
tux.
does. He's like, you look too distinct for them to just be like, we're gonna get rid of you. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna play a role sometime, but Domi reversing admiral, vice admirals and admirals. Domi reversing holy knights
Mm-hmm.
would be wild. You're just fighting a demon army at this point. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
That's kind of where my head goes at, especially after the recent chapters. But we do get some trivia about him that his appearance are likely based on Red King, a kaiju from the Ultraman TV series, which we've seen a few times scattered throughout One Piece. That he does take in that that inspiration from other characters. And as far as appearance wise, it's
What?
a monster, but the same colors.
Yeah,
So
but
with the same name.
it also did the same like roar. That was during the scenes where
Mhm.
like the monster was doing the same roar. That was very similar to the animation style. Either way, I can see the kaiju similarities.
Yeah.
100%. And cool. I like how Oda just takes like these like distinct characters from TV and media and stories and stuff like that. And they're just like, I'll make you into a character, and if you look weird, you just like a weird character. That's okay.
Yeah.
This one's Red King.
The name really does kind of throw me off because I'm expecting somebody good. It's like Prince Groose, but then it's like, you suck, dude. Like,
Yeah,
but
Red King, Prince
we'll
Groose. Yeah, I'm gonna put them both in
we'll
the
see
same
it.
category. Expect more, but I'm not exactly looking for it. You know what I mean?
I'm not putting my money there. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
So
But we'll see out. We'll see what comes of it. What do you guys think? Do you think he was a new addition to the Marines in general? Was he recently drafted to bolster forces, or has he been here for quite some time?
yeah, we definitely want to know your guys' thoughts on the admirals in general. What about Kev's thought on some admirals getting Domi reversing? I definitely want to hear if you guys want to hear us talk about that. We're probably going to talk about it anyway, so you're going to have to hear about it. But
Yeah.
I want to know your guys' thoughts. Again, that's Kev. I'm Corey. This is the Red Line Radio, and that's us signing off.
Peace.